Brad Pitt plays a leader of a tank crew in the World War II drama Fury.
We'll have our review coming up.
Hello, thank you very much for checking out RB&D Reviews. I am Rob.
And I'm Dave.
And we just got out of seeing Fury. It stars Brad Pitt as an army sergeant who commands a 5-person tank crew during World War II in Germany. It's set in April of 1945, and the crew is oftentimes out fighting deadly missions behind enemy lines. One day, a new recruit is thrown in, and through him, we see the hardships that these fighters went through.
This is pretty realistic. I mean, it's about as realistic of an adaptation of a World War II action movie as probably like since Saving Private Ryan and whatnot. Like real realistic. Because here you've got the story of one small tank crew that has to take on these large battalions of SS Panzer divisions in the heart of Germany, basically, and they have to do it within a certain amount of time and a certain amount of days, and they have certain missions they got to accomplish.
I think for the most part the acting was really good. I liked everybody. It took me a little bit while to warm up to Shia LaBeouf. He's one of the crew members. At first I kind of found his acting to be a little bit forced. He kind of plays this religious soldier. But over the course of the movie I kind of warmed up to him, and I think he got better. The character I really liked was Logan Lerman, who plays Norman. He's a new recruit. He's been in the army for about 8 weeks. He's mostly been behind the desk. Suddenly he's thrown into this completely new situation where he's not used to fighting. And over the course of the movie you see him change throughout. He's very nervous, and you see him how he changes. The actor was really good. I've seen him in Percy Jackson. I've seen him in Perks of Wallflower. I thought he was really good playing this new guy who's not used to fighting and seeing how he changes.
The acting was really good in this. Especially by Brad Pitt.
Everybody else on the crew was pretty good. You had Michael Pena as a Latin, Hispanic soldier that's fighting over there. And you also have John Bernthal as this country soldier. So each of these soldiers have a different personality, and I thought that was very refreshing.
Right.
And I liked. It's interesting what you said earlier that this movie's realistic. Well, when I was watching this movie, I kept thinking back on old World War II movies where it's black and white in the sense like the enemy is evil, and it's one-sided, and the fighting is not realistic. But here you get to spend a little bit of time, to an extent, to know both sides, both the Americans and the Germans, the Allies.
But it's not just that; it's basically how realistic the blood and gore is in this movie.
Yeah.
A lot of World War II movies, they've got some of that, but it's very mild. This is like one of the first ones in like a few years now since Saving Private Ryan where the gore has been like really gory.
Yeah, that's the point.
Like
I was just
horror film gory.
Yeah, that was the point I was just about to get to. You got that, and you also both the Germans believe their side. They really for their goals. So do the Americans. You also get to see how the civilians in Germany live. When you see at times the tanks are going through Germany. You see destroyed buildings. You see people that are displaced, and you see what they're doing to survive. And this was written by David. It was also directed by David Ayer, who did End of Watch. He's very good with the sort of documentary-like style here. I mean, this movie was very gripping. It was very suspenseful. Sometimes it was uncomfortable, but I really enjoyed the movie. I'm not sure this movie would be quite for everybody because, like you said, it is a bit gory. It can be a bit violent, but I really liked the movie. I think it did a good job portraying the hardships of war, and I really liked going through, through the Logan Lerman character Norman, and seeing how it goes. So I definitely recommend it. It's definitely, I think it's a strong, really well acted, very well directed, very well shot, movie.
Yeah, I'm also gonna recommend this to see this in theaters. I mean, it's really gory, and it's really violent sometimes. So
but there are some.
It's not for everybody.
Yeah, but there are some nice quiet ones. There's a scene in the middle of the movie where the soldiers are kind of, they find themselves in a German woman's apartment. You get a nice scene where you kind of see how these characters really are.
Yeah.
It's not always bloody battle after bloody battle. There's some nice quiet moments here. There's some nice moments between the crew where they're trying to adjust after what they've been through. So it's Yeah, so it's not just a battle estimally. There's some very nice. That's our review of Fury. Go ahead and post your comments about what you thought, and if you're interested, please feel free to check out our main page and look at our other reviews. And please consider being a subscriber. Thank you very much for watching.